Well, during the week, we saw what FIFA did with South Africa. They were docked 3 points and 3 goals because of this. Their what's this thing that they had? The situation.
A suspended player.
They are level on point with Benin Republic.
Yeah.
14 points, but Benin Republic have more goal difference. So this weekend, they are going to be playing against Zimbabwe. There was a report at first that they're going to be playing in their own home. That is Zimbabwe's home. But a week later, we got something else. That Zimbabwe will play in South Africa. It melted my heart. Why? Because home advantage is what South Africa will need. Imagine an away team putting up a tweet and saying South Africans should come out en masse to support their team. Like, how are you taking charge?
You're playing into my country now.
I know. Okay, so see, CAF and FIFA have to deal with this kind of things. Why not? At a point, some countries were playing their games in Morocco. Yeah. So why not carry the game to another place?
Also, that's we don't want to always do this. When it comes to Nigeria, that's when we start bringing all of this. It's not the first time. Nigeria plays Benin in Côte d'Ivoire. We didn't complain about that. Benin went to Côte d'Ivoire to go and play them.
That's the problem.
Benin played their home game in Côte d'Ivoire against Nigeria. What was the result? So all of this is
my problem is not the fact that let's say we are Côte d'Ivoire now.
But this is it. Benin and Côte d'Ivoire speak the same language. They are both French-speaking country. So why didn't it look like it is to be an advantage? Now you're saying the Zimbabwe but the largest population of Africans outside that reside in South Africa are Zimbabweans. So many of them, and that's why when you see that you're saying Zimbabwe ask people to come, the large population of Zimbabweans that reside in South Africa.
The comfortability of South Africa is what I'm looking at.
The comfortability of South Africa.
They are not traveling. See, they are not traveling. To be honest with you, they are not traveling. If they had played this game, it is stressing us because see, South Africa played Lesotho in Lesotho. They are playing Zimbabwe in South Africa. Why? What is the concept of the game?
It's not their fault that Zimbabwe and Lesotho don't
have the stadium.
We are in the same group. Take the game away from South Africa.
But these countries did not complain.
No. Who is going to pay for that? Who is going to pay for that? Because you do know that Zimbabwe is paying for that stadium that you're using.
Do you think Benin Republic would have brought the game? We are close to Benin Republic. Do you think Benin Republic would have brought that game to Nigeria if we were playing them? No.
We're not friendlies. We're not friendlies.
It is just a thing about COSAFA. It is what it is.
This is a conspiracy theory. It's conspiracy theory.
Politics
We
already.
didn't do our job, boy. So don't let us start bringing this.
Elsewhere.
What is it? We got the large population of South Africa. I mean, a large population of Nigerians in South Africa. That match was played in Bloemfontein. What did we do with it?
Nothing.
No.
So when we played in Côte d'Ivoire, I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure if it was Abidjan, but I know that Nigeria has a large contingent of Nigerians staying in Abidjan. Yeah. Did we make use of that when we played Benin Republic?
Well, you know where the force is from. Definitely, you know where the force.
So all of this, I don't buy into it. But South Africa has done their job well so far, and like I said this, I'm not sorry to say this. Yes, and this has nothing to do with being patriotic or not. What we have seen so far in the last 8 games in this qualifier, South Africa has done well enough and deserve if they get the spot to play to go to the World Cup.
If we don't get the ticket to go to the World Cup, I am going for Benin Republic. Yes. I don't want any Amapiano at the World Cup.
I understand what we do have with South Africa, but the bands we do have with South Africa online and all of that. But then this is football. And like I always tell everybody, football, I love football before anything comes into it. It's not any team that plays football, I love it. So when we talk about patriotism, it's not like, I'm throwing it away. I'm patriotic to Nigeria.
I love
but football.
But if you deserve it,
you deserve it. Let it be.
Benin Republic deserve it too. But let's talk about South Africa's lineup. Ronwe Williams, the goalkeeper, is currently with the national team. He's their captain. He's been fantastic. So let's look at the lineup for the game against Zimbabwe. It's more like an home game for them. So Lai Foster should be leading that line up front. And Mokona, who's got the issue with FIFA, is free to play. So how would you think they should line up in this kind of 4-3-3 formation? So
we're just looking at the lineup. It's a simple one as well. But then we're looking from the squad list that was released. We're having that 8 new players. Ugo Bruce decided to bring 8 new players outside the order. And like 8 were excluded from the last game. We have got 8 new players. Only one particular guy, I'm trying to remember his name, who did well during this CHAN, who has been rewarded with his spot in this squad, which is very good. But they're having some players coming back. I think CBC is also coming back, who's also one of their captains. He didn't play in the last qualifier, but he's back right now. They're not going to be having some of their main guys. With Undalu, and I mean, is it what's Matt? I can't remember I'm sorry, South Africans. The names are sometimes for those who bear the English names. It's easy for us. The Life Fosters, the Tembo McKenna, the Reyners. It's easy for us. But South Africa playing Zimbabwe, like I said before, I've not won any game. So that goes back to that your conspiracy theory of whether they played in Harare or they play in this game now they're playing in Durban. Whether they play in Harare or they play in Durban, it's still the same thing. Zimbabwe has not been doing well, so they haven't won any game in the qualifier.
That one won't draw, and you'll see hot.
The only tough test that will be for South Africa will probably be Rwanda. That would be the banana peel. Other than that, I feel both games are winnable for South Africa. They know what's at stake. They've been docked 3 points, coming from a side where they were relatively safe.
But they are home.
And now, it doesn't still matter. Upsets happen.
May upset happen.
Yeah, may upset happen. Yeah.
Well, you know, I think Bruce mentioned something about his squad, talking about how many clubs have players in the national team. At a point, we still have about 11 or 9 players from Sundowns. Yeah. But this time around, it has reduced.
I think there's 7.
You see from Stellenbosch, Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs. He mentioned it in his press conference, like, now we have good players from other teams, not just from Sundowns alone. Yeah. So do you think it is time to, look beyond the Sundowns boys? And a lot of them are now entering into their 30s already. So is there a thing whereby I would say Sundowns also need to, bring younger boys? Yeah,
but to be fair, Sundowns have been having young guys. Some of these guys we're talking about now, even Sundowns, they have 7 players in this squad. Like you said, they've gone to other. Polo Queen City even have a player in there. I think TS Galaxy probably also has a player. It's only Kaizer Chiefs, and that was surprising. None of the players made this squad. But the thing is, for that, South Africa has been able to have the bulk of this team being about home base. Yeah. Players playing in the league. Now that's something everyone needs to look at. It used to be the North Africans, but then South Africa being there, have been able to, and we see it with the performances of these players. We see the Orlando Pirates, we see Mamelodi Sundowns when they go to the continental games. We've seen their performances, but we can't even find a midfielder. A good midfielder to make the Super Eagles squad.
One thing I would not always buy is the thing of MPFL saying that it must be in there. Okay,
I'm not saying it must.
I understand that.
It's quality.
I understand that normally we should always have at least one. If we're saying quota system should be out, but it should be based on merit. Yeah. Papa Daniels was making Super Eagles team when he was playing in the MPFL. But when he left MPFL, he's not making the team anymore. Yeah. He's playing in Norway. So, we know how our system is. Yeah. Anybody that wants to make the team from home base, you know what happens.
No, I'm saying
is it merit?
So let's look at the point I'm making is not like, hey, whether it should be quota system. When we are having issues with goalkeeping, we were looking at players we can. So in this time that we're having issues with the midfield, can't we just center our eyes on midfielders alone and see? Let's look for good midfielders. Scouting. In this league, 20 teams.
During the CHAN, what happened?
No, I'm saying, so that's what I'm saying. Is it that we lost total quality of players in this league? Red Monsters cannot give us one midfielder. I don't understand.
United.
Well, cannot give us one midfielder.
We have to go on a very short commercial break. We'll be back.